Howdy, my name is Albert Coronado and I'm a reporter for the Quidditch Post. This is going to be a commentary over the Oklahoma State University versus Texas A&M Quidditch match that occurred at the 6th Annual Breakfast Taco Tournament in Huntsville. Alright, so we're going to start off with brooms up as always, and let's see how these two teams pit off against each other. It seems that Texas A&M is going to start off with a quaffle, immediately getting beat by the OSU chaser, but it looks like the keeper for Texas A&M is going to gain control back. Beats on both sides, and it looks like Texas A&M might have taken bludger control while not being able to score. That still holds a significant amount of power, especially early on in the match. Oklahoma State is going to try and drive it up, but going to be beat by Texas A&M's Harris Coleman. And just like that, the quaffle is going to get stolen by Oklahoma State. Oh, what a sneaky play. And he's just going to try and get back around the Texas A&M chaser who throws him to the ground. Oh, and he's going to hit him from behind. That is not legal, sir. He has gotten a yellow card. You can see him over there in the penalty box wallowing away. Oklahoma State has the quaffle once more. He's waiting for his chasers to get back on offense. The Texas A&M chaser is going to step up on him. She's going to try and get her hand on that quaffle, press up against him so he can't just... Oh, and she knocks it out. And an excellent beat. What a great 1-2 punch by Texas A&M. She's going to toss him. And once again, the Oklahoma State chaser is going to jump in and steal the quaffle away. Looks like Oklahoma State is going to retain quaffle possession after that little debacle and score. Or not score. It's going to be called no good. Seems that Texas A&M is running down the side again. A pass over to the hoops for an alley-oop. Just over her fingertips. And Texas A&M chaser is going to be pushed to the ground, so they will retain possession. He's going to pass it back to his keeper, who is instantly drawn on by the OSU chaser. Oh, once again, not able to connect on the passes, but the keeper for Texas A&M is able to get control again. Their persistence is keeping them in towards the hoops, and it yields them a score. We're back to Oklahoma State on offense, and he's going to beat the Texas A&M beater. Oh, a little hop in his step. He's going to try and take care of it and go for the third bludger with immunity. That gives the opportunity for the Texas A&M beaters to step up and just trash on the OSU two chasers, able to score again, 20-0. We're going to have a beat there for Texas A&M, and he's going to take out the point chaser for OSU. We're going to have another drive. He's close to the hoops for OSU, and a shoulder right into the chest is going to knock the quaffle loose. Texas A&M keeper with the quaffle now, marching it up. Little hop in a step, gets beat from behind, instantly dropped, but it seems the OSU chaser was not able to hear the beat call. Appleby plays with a little bit of intensity. We have a beat there by the OSU. Oh, and he gets beat going in to try and pick it up. Nice little hit by the Texas A&M chaser, but it wasn't enough. The score is now, well, it was 20-10. Now it is 30-10 with Texas A&M with a quick rebound score. Appleby with a quick pass off and going down to the hoops, hoping for an outlet pass, maybe an alley-oop behind. Sean Fry is going to beat the OSU chaser and retain possession for the Texas A&M team. Sending it, attemptedly through the hoops. It went a little wide. That is going to be a turnover. And just like that, you have a little bit of a scuffle. Appleby versus Texas A&M chaser. He's going to end up getting a yellow card for that little incident, leaving the opportunity for Appleby to run in and score for OSU. Leaving our score 30-20, still within snitch range. Quite a close game. The Texas A&M chaser is going to make a failed shot at the hoops, and Oklahoma retains possession again. Texas A&M beater Daniel Sabarzo running up and scaring the quaffle out, getting OSU chaser along the side, and the beaters for Texas A&M are once again able to clear out Oklahoma, but unable to capitalize on the opportunity and not score. We are back with OSU on offense as Alex Stewart for Texas A&M attempts to disrupt the chasing. She lets him run right into Texas A&M's Harris Coleman. Texas A&M is doing quite a good job at keeping good bubble, but they aren't able to get enough protection for the hoops, and a fantastic score. getting the game tied up 30-30. What a comeback for OSU. They have stayed in this since the get-go, keeping A&M from getting out of reach. With quick scores like that, it seems like A&M is just one score behind them every step of the way, or ahead of them. Texas A&M pressing on that one, leaving the opportunity for a score, but an impressive tackle by Appleby, trying to make sure that he had full effort all the way to the hoop. We have a past OSU chaser behind the hoops, and he is... Oh, is he able to score? I believe not. He seems to have been beat before he made it through. Texas A&M's Sean... Oh, Sean is going to make it and takes the score 60-30. Sean Church, sorry about that. Got to give credit to your last name, buddy. It seems that Mr. Church is going to start off with the ball and try to be quite hasty as he rushes down the field with a nice little pass and through the hoops. That takes Texas A&M just out of snitch range with a 40-point differential. The snitch being worth 30 points and giving a team that many points of a swing. We have a long pass by Texas A&M to a chaser who's well positioned behind the hoops to make it 80-30 as the differential lengthens. OSU is going to go back on offense. Let's see how they fare for this round. Ooh, we have a very long beat by Texas A&M's. Failed drive by Appleby, but he comes back with protection from his beater to retain possession and try and go in for another drive. Is he able to do it? Yes, he makes another score. Fantastic job, Mr. Appleby. All right, Mr. Church for Texas A&M once again has the quaffle. Let's see. Oh, he's going to do that pass off to the side. Able to pick it back up. Didn't get too ahead of himself. Texas A&M is having a hard time getting the ball to their chasers' hands, but they're still making it through the hoops. Commitment to the ball is working for them tonight. Still can't make it to the hoops. Their aim is not on point tonight. 100-40, though. Still able to maintain that decent gap and give their seeker some room once he's able to get out onto the pitch. So OSU is going to lob the ball back to try and reset it and give them a chance to organize themselves and let chasers tap back in. Appleby is going to bring it on up as they reset themselves. Now the pitch is starting to lose a little bit of light. This game is actually played quite late into the night, and we had to switch fields, operate some lights, so there's going to be a little change up later on. So please bear with us with the light quality. OSU is going to send it through the hoops and take... Oh, was he beat right before? It appears so, and that score was not going to count. A&M comes back with another quick 1-2, making the score 110-40. Seems like I'm just saying numbers at this point. My apologies. OSU is going to throw into the light and try and make it through, but the Texas A&M chaser is just going to strip it away. That is Austin Erickson, number one and the only, tackled by number one, Mr. Appleby. He doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, at least he hits it really hard. Score is going to be 120-40, with Texas A&M still in the lead. Austin Erickson is going to walk it up again as Texas A&M tries to get another score. They dunk it back out to their chaser who's waiting at the edge, and they're able to maintain possession even though they weren't able to score. Their beater, Harris Coleman, is out in front. It seems they're playing a bit of an aggressive beating style, trying to really tire out OSU, or at least give the chasers a little bit more breathing room so they don't have to work as hard against the beaters. If they're able to compress those beaters down, it makes it much easier for the chasers just making the last-minute pass or shovel toss into the hoops rather than having to dunk it completely. That's another score for Texas A&M, taking us to 130 versus 50. Seems that OSU is losing a little bit of steam at this point. They're walking up a little slower. Their famous fast breaks haven't been seen as much later in the game. They're having a bit of a hard time getting it together and breaking through the Texas A&M beater offense. And there we go, losing a little bit more light as the match wore on, but we can still see that white band of Texas A&M running up with the quaffle. Mr. Erickson is looking for an open chaser. Looks like the OSU beaters are doing a good job at keeping everyone bubbled out and away from the hoops. Chasers are able to not have to work as hard because of that beater standing so close to the middle. but it does leave the back of the hoops a tad bit vulnerable. Just like that. Oh, and they're unable to capitalize on that situation, but it looks like we might have had a card from that incident as well. Let's see what the development is. Well, obviously something that kept play going. So as we continue on, let's see. We have Texas A&M scoring again, 150-60. The score stands. Oh, we're getting just a little bit darker. Gonna make our way through here, but this might be a good time to enjoy some fantastic music by Mae Bridges to finish up with a little bit of a snitch work by Aaron Gabermichael from Texas A&M.